Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Dig Deep. It's been a while, it's been a little bit over a week, but we are back in full force. So let's get straight to it. My name is Travis.
And I'm Peel, and this is the Travis and Peel Show.
Dig deep.
Ah, so deep.
It's been a while. I missed you, my good
man.
friend.
It's been a little bit. We've had some things happening in our lives, and had to take a little hiatus from recording. But yeah, like you said, we are back, and it is time to dig deep again, my friends.
It is.
Are you
Ladies
ready?
and gentlemen, I'm ready. And folks, if you're not ready, if you're not sure what Dig Deep is, let us give you a little bit of intro. So we have a game here. Let's dig deep by What Do You Meme? And there are three tiers, three questions and categories here. You got icebreakers. You have a deep question. You have deeper questions. We're going to pull one of each at random, and we're going to answer them at random here for you right now. And my friend, let's just skip bullshit. Let's jump right into it. It's been too long. It's been over a week. Let's just jump into it.
Here we go.
Here we go. So we got an icebreaker. We have a deep question and a deeper question. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all right here. And again, we do not look at these beforehand. It's all completely random. That's just what makes it more fun being
No clue what's in
unprepared.
store.
So, going with the icebreaker. Ooh, here's an easy one. Ketchup or mustard? Ketchup or mustard?
That's situational.
Right, because like for like sandwich, like depending on your sandwich, it depends on whether or not you're having, ketchup. Clearly, with like French
Overall
fries is
ketchup.
great.
We'll say ketchup. It's going to be the overall more used condiment as opposed to the old regular yellow mustard.
Okay, can I just throw a wrench in the whole thing and say I love, like, whether it's a hot dog or if it's a hamburger, I like them mixed. I like both. I think they complement each other
right.
well. Yeah, I don't know if I can discriminate. I think what gives ketchup the leg up is the fact that by itself, like steak fries, crinkle cut fries, great with ketchup. I usually love ranch dressing or honey mustard with a French fry, for a dip and everything. Just change it up. But once in a while, you like the OG and you go ketchup. So
Oh yeah, you get that catsup. There you go. I think both of us agree. Ketchup on that one. Let us know what you think in the comments, and let's get deep, my friend. 'Cause that
all
one's done.
right, the deep one is: what is the best career advice you've ever heard? The best career advice you've ever heard or been given to you personally.
That every time you start a new job or company, it's always an opportunity to reinvent yourself and who you are. Because you're not locked down to anybody who you've worked with before. These people usually, probably don't know you. So you can kind of reinvent and I would say improve upon what you did in your previous positions.
Improve upon iterations of your past work history
Yeah.
and everything. I like that. Do you find like a lot of success with that? Is that something like you try to work with? I mean, you're going through a job change right now, so I mean, is that something that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
kind of like a key focus? Like, hey, with this last job that I had, what can I do better? That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it was advice given to me a long time ago, probably a little bit over a decade ago, and I really liked it. And ever since then, yeah, I always tried to change my approach to things with each position while still kind of maintaining what I like to do, but kind of reinvent myself and let people know different sides of me, or not let them know anything about me at all. So
I learned probably into moving to Charleston, South Carolina. I learned from a good friend, one of the first people I met over there, got me a job because one of the things that we talked about, we started hanging out a lot, and he got me a job in digital marketing. It was the first time I ever had a job, a 9 to 5 job outside of like retail or the food industry. So it was a big opportunity for me. I really wanted to succeed. But the best advice I got from there was from the guy who got me in there. He's like, it's all about networking. You could be severely underqualified for a job, or not necessarily underqualified in your ability to be able to do the job successfully, but underqualified on paper. Like maybe a job will say
Right.
you need to have a 4-year degree, or you need X amount of years of experience. Like certain jobs, if you're an electrical engineer, yes, you need college, you need to do that. But like if you are looking for a transition into another industry, it's not necessarily about what you know, it is who you know, the relationships you've built. It's about the networking that you can do. Maybe it's not a boss or a coworker. Maybe it's somebody that you've influenced that is a customer of yours, or somebody that you've worked for that can speak on your behalf and bring you to somewhere else. Right now, I'm in commercial real estate, whereas 10 years ago I was managing a GameStop. Two completely different industries. Necessarily, they don't work hand in hand, but over time, it was just meeting new people and forging those relationships and getting people to trust you on a professional level. And I learned that really, really quickly once I got into that digital marketing field, because every single job that I have received, every serious job that has been a stepping stone to where I'm at now, I have received via networking. I had a really great video production job here, doing really, really cool stuff in the video space here in Los Angeles. That business unfortunately went under, and then the co-CEO of that job was like, I cannot see you not succeed. I love what you've done here, and and he got me into commercial real estate. Never worked it a day in my life. I could say I was never interested in that industry in my entire life, but it opened up doors for me. So networking, man, you got to really know people.
And there you go. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's who you know.
Always take those opportunities to reinvent yourself. Let's get a little deeper.
Let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little bit deeper. And that deep one is, what's something you're glad is in the past? And why? What is something that you're glad is in the past? And why?
I'm glad is in the past.
Well, quarantine. That's pretty much almost done.
I mean, that's
I'm pretty glad
that's done.
But
Yeah, you know
I
what?
think everybody
I
can
will
say
go
that.
with that. Taking off my mask. Don't have to have it anymore in Louisiana. They lifted the mandate.
Really?
And
Indoor and
finally,
outdoor? Or?
only medical facilities, government facilities, and private businesses that say you have to do it.
I did not know
but
that. Wow.
over a year of having to wear a mask, like 7 to 12 hours a day. Okay. Not fun. Not fun. Talking to people, interacting, sweating, having all that going on, getting swamp ass inside your mask is like the worst thing ever. So
You know,
I am
I'm
very
actually gonna-
glad the mask mandate is behind me and in the past.
At first, I was going to say I call shenanigans on that decision, because doesn't everybody feel the same way? But I'm going to let this one go, because you're in an industry where you have to have your mask, you're front line, so you have to have a mask at all times. Whereas I have been fortunate, and I admit that I understand that I've been fortunate enough where I have a job where I can work from home where I don't have that mask. I can still keep my general day-to-day indoor comforts within the confines of my four walls. So I do
Luxury.
appreciate. Yeah, it is a luxury. It absolutely is. I can admit it. So I think that's a good one, especially for any frontline worker, whether it's medical field or in a supermarket or whatever. You guys have been pretty nonstop, and that's awesome.
Yeah. So
For me, something that's glad. So yeah, clearly I'm
that it's
very
in the
happy
past.
that COVID is becoming a thing of the past. I'm gonna get a little bit deeper and try to not offend people in the process, but and I say that because I can only stress that this is clearly for me. It's my mentality of things. But we grew up in our formative years in South Mississippi, and for a time I was just like, this is where I'm going to be. This is where I want to be. and we discussed this a little bit when we were talking about our fast casual, like moving away from Mississippi and moving to Georgia, and it was against my will, and I didn't think I was ever going to be happy moving away. But I think, I mean, for me and my lifestyle, I always grew up knowing that I was never going to. Oh, not necessarily. That's not necessarily true, but leaving the South has been something that's, for me, and like my mentality has been better for me and my opportunities. And I lived in Atlanta, and it's more of like an urban environment and everything, which I feel like I succeeded well there, socially, mentally, professionally. I did pretty well there. But leaving like South Mississippi, there just wasn't anything for me there. There wasn't much opportunity for me. There wasn't much growth for me. I don't think I'd be doing very well for me personally if I lived there. And again, I can only speak for myself. I'm sure there's thousands of other people that live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast that are going to like succeed and be great and do great and be super happy, but it just wasn't necessarily my place. And I think that's fair to say. So, I'm glad those days are behind me in terms of like full-time living there, but I do love visiting. I mean, it's a place that's always in my heart. And there are people there, that countless amounts of people there that I appreciate being a part of my life. And, at least once every 5 to 10 years, I want to try to get down there and at least see people and say, hey, and that's actually something I'm planning. We've been talking about briefly off air a lot, is me coming down there now that we've both been vaccinated and we are feeling more comfortable, like going out and being on planes and everything, that a trip there is due. But it's a place that there are times where I miss it for sure. There are times that I miss with some buddies, but it's my life personally is better for not being there. So I don't know if that's, uncouth or offensive to some people, but it's just,
People
I had
move,
better
people
opportunities.
have to do what's best for them, and getting the opportunity and to grow somewhere else is awesome. Yeah. So
Sure.
if it means putting a place behind you, hey, by all means, man, you do what you do.
You do what you do. You do what you do.
Well, there we go. That was Dig Deep. Good to be back, man. And hopefully we'll put another one out later on this week to kind of catch up on some of the missed material. But we should have a lot in store for you over the next couple weeks. So please let us know what you thought about this episode. And Travis, man, we haven't said it to these people in a while, but what can they do?
Oh, guys, you can like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that bell for notifications. You can do all that fun stuff. And also, if you're a part of our Facebook fan page, go ahead, leave a comment. Tell us how you enjoyed the show, or tell us if you hated the show. We just want to hear from you. So until then, you guys take care. We love you. Have a great day. Get vaccinated. And let's get clear of this. You can take your masks off just like Peel, and have a good one, guys. You guys take care. Peace.